Yeah, see, this is really messy, isn't it? Now, this is actually the junction box for Autogate. Now, the reason why it was covered by plastic bags, 2 layers of them plus a cloth, was actually cracked after 5 years in service. So this video will show you how to change this junction box for Autogate. Now you see the crack is actually on the screw area. That means here, up here, actually cracked on its own. I didn't know during one rainy day, suddenly my Autogate does not open so smoothly or very slowly. So before that, make sure you switch off the MCB. There's no incoming current. And then to be safe, I also actually need to check if there's really no current coming. Otherwise, this pan will actually start to beep, right? There's no beeping, meaning there's no incoming electrical current, 240 volt AC, right? Now this is actually the battery. Now there are some amount of water seep through it, okay? So I remove the negative side, always remove the negative terminal. So I think there's a reason why the Autogate suddenly opens so slowly, because the junction box actually cracks. Now remember, I will always differentiate the wire, so I do the marking. So the black tape here and the other side here, okay, because the wire, they're all white colors, so it's good to differentiate the wire so that I know when I do the installation later which wire goes to which terminal. I think you should do the same. Take a picture, right? Then remove the wire, for transformer into the board, remove it, and then followed by this incoming 240 volt into the transformer, remove the terminal block. Then I'm going to remove this heavy transformer, the lower one first, followed by the upper one. So this process overall took me about 1.5 hours to change the junction box for Autogate. And I actually bought online. I can't find the original one. No, actually I found the original one, but the price of the original is actually too expensive. So I get the generic one. And then what I did was, after that I removed the main board. I'm supposed to remove all the wire first, yeah, before I remove the main board. So yeah, remove all the wires attached to the main board, PCB board. Then only remove the PCB. Now just as I was saying, that I bought a generic Autogate junction box, waterproof junction box. I need to be very specific, because if it were to be for Autogate, the junction box need to have breathing hole. Yeah, so you do not want to completely seal a battery in a waterproof junction box. Okay, then I just remove the 4 mounting screw. Now I'll have the antenna still attached onto the body. I still need to remove it later, but I need to kind of open. Okay, remove the lower 2 screws followed by the upper 2. Okay, now just as I was saying, I bought the generic one. The dimension is going to be off a little bit, so I might need to do some minor modification. I will show you in this video later. So the antenna is here. I need to remove it, cut it out, and then I should measure the antenna length. Happens to be 14.5 inch. Okay, in case in the future I think the wire broke, I can actually find the same length. I need to be the same length, or else later you have a problem with receiving the signal. Now this is the new one on the left. Okay, the old one was actually 11 inch square. Okay, I couldn't find the same box, so I just buy one that I like it. So I bought the one on the left. It's actually meant for Autogate. It has a specific compartment for the battery. Okay, so then I need to find the hole. I do not want to make a new hole on the wall, so I need to find out to trace out the hole for just 2 holes first. Okay, because the new one is slightly short. Okay, I get this stepper drill bit, 4mm hole, which I marked earlier. Make sure this is the correct precision, because on the side later I do need to make a 2 cm hole by the side. Okay, so this is position on from the left. So make a marking, and from the base to find the center of this circle. I'll make the marking now, and then I use the stepper drill to drill a 2 cm hole here, right? Pretty convenient, isn't it? If you are doing this job, you need a stepper drill. Okay? So the overall process is quite direct and simple, so I decided to do it myself. And I still mentioned I bought the generic one rather than the original one, because the generic one is actually 1/3 the price in terms of cost, it's 1/3 of the original one, so might as well get the generic one. Okay, so I have the 2 holes here. That's a problem. Okay? It's not a problem. It's if the dimension is off, you need to do some minor modification. So I need to trace out another 2 holes, way to hold it. I need to make 4 holes. Cannot afford to make only to mount 2 holes, because otherwise one side is heavier. When you accidentally push it, then it will just crack the box. So you need 4 holes. So I mark it, and then I use the same drill, but this drill allows me to actually make tiny holes onto any bricks wall. Okay, so to save the effort, right? So I quite like this drill. I've been using it for I think many years already. I think I recommend it. Oh, by the way, this is not a sponsor video. No one pays me anything for making this video using their product. Just I want to share you what are the good things. In case you want to do it yourself, maybe you can get those tools yourself over the hardware store or perhaps online. Okay. Now once I've made all 4 holes, align them and then tighten the mounting screw. Make sure it's tight and fit, and try not to have any gaps. Okay. Or otherwise later use a screwdriver later to tighten it. Okay. Now I've actually laid the PCB board there. This is the battery compartment, and you have it. The antenna away from the transformer. Because transformer we have electromagnetic field. We actually mess with the antenna wire, isn't it? The battery lasts for roughly 5 years, 6 years. I think the box should be about 6 years. So I also add dielectric grease onto the terminal head, and also the down coating vacuum grease onto the seal, because it doesn't come with any O-ring, right? So I make some grill. I mean, you can use Vaseline grease if you don't have it. Then hand tighten it. Do not use power tool, otherwise you crack the plastic. Tighten it first. Then the last step is actually to push against the cover and then tighten it one more time. Hand tighten will do. You do not want to crack any plastics. Okay. I hope this video helps you to change your own junction box, waterproof junction box for Autogate. And if it's the first time watching a video, kindly subscribe to my channel and please watch until the end, because at the end you still need to turn on the MCB. Oh, before that, yeah, at the side of here there's only a gap. I stuff in some plastic so that the water won't go into the box through the hole, the 2mm hole which I made earlier. Okay, and which I mentioned earlier, please watch till the end, because at the end I will show you still need to turn on the MCB. Okay, or else you will drain the battery for your Autogate. I hope this will help you. That's all from me. Until then, see you in my next video. Bye bye.